Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm in Chiang Mai and I'm going to be here for the next 2 months. So if you are in Thailand or if you have anything to do with the shooting sports or collecting or small arms in the country of Thailand, let me know. I really want to hear from you. I want to get in touch with you. Send me an email. But for the next couple of episodes, we're going to be looking at some stuff out of Springfield Armory, looking at some really rare serial numbers that have come out of Springfield Armory, in addition to looking at some other facets of the Armory for the next couple episodes. Thank you very much, and I really want to thank Ventura Munitions for allowing us to get these episodes onto YouTube. So what we're getting into today is Springfield, a Springfield 03 serial number 1. Serial number 1. This is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, Alex. Tell us about this serial number 1.
I mean, not only is it cool because it is number 1, but if you really look closely at some of the details on it, you can tell there's a little bit of a story here.
Okay.
Because this right now is in configuration circa 1918 or so. The 1903 evolved over time, and things like the rod, bayonet, and the chambering, it changed from when it was first made. So number 1, of course, being the very first, was in that original configuration. So now you look at it and it's in a configuration that was accurate 15 years later. What happened? It turns out this one, didn't just go into the museum here right after it was made. This one actually got issued.
What? Who screwed that up?
I have no idea.
What Springfield Armory employee was like, oh yeah, this is number 1. Yeah, chuck it out to the boys in France.
Keep moving it. Yeah. And so it actually surfaced in France.
Yeah.
And because it came back to Springfield Armory from there, the soldier who had it, don't know exactly what happened, but he, they reported his serial number, and someone said, "Your serial number is what?"
Like, I just want to see the looks on these dudes' faces, like rising up for morning formation, and the platoon sergeant says, "Okay, doing an EDL, and what are your numbers here?" And Joe Schmo says 5467824. Okay, next one, Private Smuckatelli says 10567 whatever. Okay, next guy, Private Martin says 1. Wait, what do you mean 1? Like, are you screwing around with me or something? Like, you don't just get 1 as a serial number.
Right.
It's like, yeah, Sergeant, look right here. It says 1.
And it was there. And apparently his was replaced. Someone snagged it and said, this is going back to Springfield where it belongs, and we're going to get you a new rifle. So they did. But what happened in the meantime? So it was out there for probably around 15 years. And it got a number of changes to it that happened to all 1903s. So one was they got rid of the original rod bayonet and put on this very crag-like upper band and bayonet lug, so they could do the model 1905 changes. And then they also rechambered it for 30-06.
Which was originally chambered for 30-03.
Correct.
Right?
Right. Okay. And so when that happened, you go to a new round with different ballistics, you update rear sights. One of the other things is early, one of the small little details, early 1903s didn't have any stock reinforcing screws. And when they went to the higher powered cartridge, they ended up doing one stock screw about 1908. And then they added the second stock screw in about 1917, 1918 or so. And so you can tell just the vintage of the stock is World War I. So that, in a way, kind of corroborates the story of this was out there getting modified just like any old 1903 was, except this one was number 1.
When would this have been manufactured? When would this would have come off the line?
November of 1903.
And so you're saying this had been in active circulation in the Army, probably from that day until when it was seen in France?
Yeah, I mean, when the first batch, this may have been, it's hard to say for sure, but this may have been within the first batch to come out of the Armory to go out and be issued, to get into the supply chain. And they may have just not thought anything of it, or it may have been inadvertent, or it may have been the dude packing them said, "Oh, who cares? It's just number 1, whatever." Yeah. And but who knows? But it got out there, and was in service in 1917, 1918 or so. And until it came home. And we've actually got an interesting article that's on display downstairs. The guy ended up coming back to the museum.
The soldier.
Yeah, old man. This is in the 1950s by then. And so he's touring around the museum. He's like, that's my rifle.
How do you know it? Right.
Yeah. He knew the serial number.
Yeah, it was 1. That's pretty funny.
And so he kind of that's where he related that story. So we got it direct from the soldier who was issued that rifle. And that's where that information came from.
What about up here, these markings?
Oh, those are neat. Those are on all the barrels. So the source of who made it. So it says SA, Springfield Armory. Yeah. And then it's got the date of 409, so April of 1909.
April 1909.
The barrel was made.
But the rifle was put together probably in November,
yeah.
You're saying.
Well, I mean, this is one of the interesting things about, guns and configurations, especially with interchangeable parts and things like that. This is definitely part of the story. So this is, I would guess that this 409 is them putting a new barrel that's chambered in 30-06 onto it. So it just got a new barrel when they updated the chambering.
Okay.
And that's part of the story. So, and all the 1903s, or most of the 1903s that were in that rod bayonet configuration, would have had the same exact thing done and get a new barrel.
Cool. I noticed. Oh, these are switched. This lock, the stacking swivel should be here. The sling swivel should be here.
You are correct.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that.
Yeah, probably someone took it apart at some point and screwed it up.
Interesting. Huh. Oh, wow.
But,
oh, well, thank you very much, Alex. We really appreciate you telling us about Springfield 03, serial number 1.
Number 1.
Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Springfield Armory, National Historic Site in Massachusetts, for helping out with this.